This video is sponsored by the Scrapping Cottage, where CottageCutz are always blooming. Hi everybody, it's Janet with SugarShine Designs, and welcome. You are at the CottageCutz project video for the CottageCutz sponsored video hop, which is being held today and tomorrow, October 27th and 28th. And during this time, we're going to have lots of prizes up for grabs. All you have to do, as with most hops, is to comment and subscribe on the hop videos to win. And those video links are posted in this video's description. You're going to get about a week from the 28th, so the following Saturday before the hop will close, and then drawings will be done for the winner. All the projects are completed by 6 different, very talented YouTube artists who also happen to really love CottageCutz products. And they have all kinds of ideas to show you using the new CottageCutz release for the Christmas season, and you'll love to see all their projects and ideas. They have so much creativity. I'm sure you're going to enjoy them very much. Alright guys, let's get started with today's CottageCutz video hop project. This is a double easel card. It's made with 2 individual cards that create this double easel look. It was really easy, super fun, and these pieces are just so cute in it. Now the great thing about easel cards is that they fold down, and so you can still put this one in a 5x7 envelope. No problem with shipping it. Makes it really great for that. Let's look at the cute cupcakes. We have the snowman cupcake, we've got the Christmas tree cupcake, and the little baubles come with the die, but I use gems in this case. And then we have Santa cupcake. And these are just so cute. Now inside I used this die called Merry Christmas with Reindeer. It's got 2 teeny little reindeer to go with it, and then these 2 snowflakes are the snowflake set. And all of these dies are new in the shop for the Christmas season. And I used all of them plus this pine cone. Now the pine cone comes from a set called Lantern with Pine Boughs, and that was perfect for my little stopper on the smaller easel card. The mat on this little card came from the double stitched rectangle set, and it is the 3rd die in on this set. It's a great versatile thing. You should have this for your basic card making. And then also we have the nested stitch eyelet oval set. Also, coincidentally, the 3rd die in was perfect for the cupcake figures. Then we have this Cosmo Cricket Christmas paper I wanted to show real quick, and the holographic paper, which I used for the mats and also for the snowflakes. Then I used some designer cardstock and used a Doris folder to emboss that. There's no name on this. I'm not sure what it is. Sorry. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to show you here first the pieces for one of the die cuts, which is for the snowman. He is so cute. They're all adorable, of course, but I really love the Mr. Snowman. And to give these pieces some dimension, I tried to use some alcohol inks, but I didn't like the outcome of it, so I switched over to using some old-fashioned chalk, and I really liked how that worked as well. I used black to chalk up the darker pieces, and then the snow I used a kind of bluish green color in the pack that I had that had some shimmer to it, so I thought that worked pretty well for snow effects. Now it's really hard to see that in this video. I apologize for that. My lighting here was a little bit too bright, and so it washes out some of the highlighting and things. But do take a look again at the beginning of the video where I show the still pictures, and that shows all of that very clearly. Now some pieces I don't bother to cut out in colored paper, like that nose. I just colored that little tiny piece with some Spectrum Noir marker, and that avoids having to cut the whole die again just for that. And this is so cute because look at, he's got his little stick figures for his arms, and then it comes with little circles for his buttons, but I put in some black gems for that. And then the last step is just to give him his little face. He's already got a little cutout for it, and I just took my gel pen and added the features in there so you could see it better. Now let's take a look at all 3 of them that I did. I mean, these things are just so detailed and so cute, and they were really easy to make. So moving on here, I'm going to show you next how I put the easel cards together. So the first one is a small card. It's 2.5 by 3.5. The big card is 5 by 7. And the rule with easel cards is divide in half. So we score it halfway through. So in this case, it's 2.5 inches, and that creates the tent of the easel card. Now the inside piece is 4 7/8 by 7, and you do need an inside piece or a double-sided cardstock, because when you put up the easel, you're going to see the inside. So that's why I did that. Now the front card piece is a panel. It's a 5 by 7 panel. Then on top of that, I put a 4 by 7 panel, and then finally a 3 3/4 by 6 3/4 panel, which I had embossed, like I told you earlier. Now I'm going to only put glue on the bottom half of that fold so that it can stand up, and that of course is the key to the easel card itself. It's got to be free on the top part. If you glue that down, it will not work, guys. Then it's just going to be a regular 5 by 7 card that you open normally. So here you can see it works pretty well. Now let's look at the smaller one. It's 2.5 by 3.5, like I said, scored in half, so that's 1 1/4 inches. Again, that's the rule of the easel card. Fold it in half or score it in half on the front. Now the inside piece was 2 3/8 by 3.5, and I just glue that in because of course that is going to show too, so you want to have some cardstock there. And this will match the bigger cardstock as well, so it'll blend in nicely. Now the mats on this are 2.5 by 3.5. This is just craft stock. And then I've got a die here. That's the third die for the double stitch rectangle set. And that turns out to be 2 1/4 by 3 1/4, like I've written here for you. And I'm going to put that mat down first to create the panel. And then I was going to show you this because I used a recycled piece of craft stock that I had already stamped on. But it won't show because no one's going to ever flip it over probably. But anyway, same rule as on the bigger card. We just put glue on the bottom part of that fold and secure that with glue. Now you could use any kind of glue, but I like wet glue because I can move the pieces around a little bit before it sets. I have a terrible habit of not being straight. It's just terrible. And then I put on top of this the Merry Christmas die and the 2 little reindeer. And that's of course the message that you saw on the small card inside of the easel card. Again, I just used my little needle glue to put in these very small pieces of glue that you need there. I think needle glue or some kind of glue with a very fine point is pretty essential when working with these dies. There's so many little ones. Now I wanted to share with you how I centered the doilies on the card. I have 2 of these Tim Holtz rulers. Excuse me, and I was able to determine what the center of our card was and then centered each of the doilies on the right or left using the markings as well. So having something with a 0 center is really helpful for this kind of work. And you see it got nice and straight, even though I'm a crooked gal. But anyway, here I'm just showing you putting on the snowman. I did raise him up as well as the other 2. But rather than show you all of that, I just showed you how I did it with the Santa. Isn't he so adorable? Love these. All right, so here it is all ready to go. And I didn't discuss this before, but the larger easel card stopper is the small easel card itself. So you don't need anything extra for the bigger card. The back of that small card suffices. Then I took the pine cone, which is just a 2-layer simple die, and put that in as the stopper for the smaller card. And then you fold the bigger card behind and it's perfect. Now I had some empty space here, so I thought I would fill it with these 2 very elegant and sweet snowflakes, and I used some clear gems on there to add some bling. Well, thank you guys for joining me today on my project here and also for participating in the hop. Please remember to comment and subscribe so you can qualify for the prize that the channel is offering here, which is a $20 gift card inside the store. And if you do that at all the video artists project videos, you're going to qualify for the grand prize that CottageCutz is sponsoring, and that's going to be something really great. So I encourage you to do that. I hope you have fun with the hop, and remember, you have about a week to get all of the videos in and commenting and subscribing done, and then we'll announce the winners on all the channels. Thanks again, and we'll see you soon. Bye.